Wow, the practical coaching is the actual thing that makes Olympians. Academic coaching is the actual thing that builds up the confidence of a new coach. But if you're talking about the practical coaching, it's actually the start of how you implement a program to make an Olympian, to make an honorable athlete, to make production of athletes. Okay, so let's start. Well, we do have. I'm having a hard time on this one because this one covers a small part of this one covers. Okay, well, one of the characteristic or criterias of coaches, you need to be complete when you with your ingredients, okay, before you upgrade it. Okay, so the basic things of coaching, you have it already. You because you are an existing coach. Okay, but when we deal with the next session, which is the upgrade, the developments on the next coaching level. Okay, the the thing that I will be emphasizing, what USA and Australia is doing for decades. Later you will learn. Okay, but now this is the next step from your level. For example, the next step from the basic coaching, the next step from the advanced coaching. How do you go for the next step? So, number one, dual knowledge. You're supposed to be both bookish and practical. Bookish, more of certifications on sports science, periodization, injury prevention. Practical is more on reading athletes, adjusting on the spot, culture building. It's not gonna be hard for you to read athletes. It's not gonna be hard for you to read on athletes. But it takes time for you to know how to read athletes. It takes time for you to know how to perfectly read what is right and wrong on the athletes. Okay? So you don't easily get that on academic coaching. Reading athletes, you cannot easily get that on 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 academic coaching like sports science. No. Adjusting on the spot, you cannot easily get that on sports science. Culture building, you cannot easily get that because they in Philippines alone, okay, we have 17 regions. Each region has its own culture. What would you expect? The each region has its own culture of how to deal with the parents itself going towards to the 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 athlete itself. Okay, so for example, there is a there is a culture where I was actually shocked on this one, guys. Okay, there is a culture that even in the school they integrate parties. Oh, eh, for example, you are a high level coach. You hate parties. You hate parties on 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 your 350 days a year training program or 300 days a year training program because each party will mean 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock. It's gonna be short on sleeping, so that short on sleeping will end up needing to recover for about 2 to 3 days of sleep. So That's a problem where it's a cultural problem. They had been doing that for many years. I encountered having arguments with the parent. That's us. You need to accept it. Okay? We will not submit to you, coach. That's us. We had been like that for a long time. Me, I was really shocked on this one. Okay? So you need to understand that culture, though, you know, I pity my coach before, Leo Zushikawa. Why is it that he's trying to teach our country, okay, his style of coaching, but he cannot really implement it because the culture of the Filipinos are so strong that he cannot integrate his system. See, the culture, you need to create your own culture in your team. Slowly, you cannot do it abruptly. I tried, but I end up having arguments with parents. Well, it's really a problem. You will learn what is a problem and solution on the next seminar. Okay? Just telling you. That's a culture situation. Number two is professionalism. One time, on time, prepared plan, proper gear, clean language, kids mirror this. If you're like a model to the parents, to the swimmers, okay, that's professionalism. You need to upgrade yourself on that, okay? It's not gonna be every time you go to the this the sports or the venue of your training, you're gonna be doing wow the same. My coach is with a beard. My coach is smelling cigarette. My coach is, oh God, man. You're supposed to be perfect in the eye of the kid. You know, 90% of good coaches, okay, creates 90% of their swimmers made made themselves as a coach because of the greatness of their coach. Think about that. Okay? They mirror you. Then growth plan. Every coach attends clinic, mentors, junior coach. Wow. Now mentored by a senior coach. Okay. Every coach attends 1 year, one time a year clinic. Every coach should be seen that you are educated, you continuously educate yourself, okay, and should have at least another person or successor of your style of coaching. You need to mentor somebody, okay? So you need to make it a point that you're mentored by a person higher level than you. Then you also have somebody that you mentors. So you have a prodigy coach or a next coach in line with you mirroring your style of coaching. It's basically like that. That is the perfect thing that will be seen by your parents and your athlete. Next, that's a growth plan. Next is feedback loop. Film review weekly, peer coaching. What did I do well? What to fix? Well, with regards to coaching, better for you to make it a point that you can create a video of your style of coaching so you can see what is wrong with you, okay? What is your style? Is it effective? Is it really awkward? You can only see it if you try to video yourself. Okay? Going to the next one. Upgrade the sports program standards. This is what makes greater country programs 4 years ahead a system to install. Written curriculum. Guys, when you have a written curriculum, 365 days in a year, okay? In Ateneo, when you get inside Ateneo, you will see there 360 days or 350 days in a year, they have their activities. That's Ateneo. That's Harvard. That is Stanford. Okay? So the same with you. You have a written curriculum on what will be the expectation of each swimmer or each athlete. What will be the expectation of the beginner athlete, the varsity, or the elite athlete? It's a progression, no more guessing. Okay? That only shows that your greatness of coaching is at the peak level, and they will see how good you are. Okay? The standards and benchmarks. Swimming. Your time standards are stroke efficiency, scores, dryland test. That is your standards and benchmarks on swimming. All sports, on all sports, you create a skill checklist. Create athlete knows exactly what is excellent looks like. Okay? So a skill checklist is normally done in school, but in the club, seldom do other clubs do it. Why? Because commonly in the club, it's either parent-run club or either uh, a coach-run club, but you need to have a standard, regardless of its eating time about uh, 30 minutes on the checklist. But you really need to have a checklist. You need to have guidance. Okay. Next, periodization. Periodization. If you cannot show that you are having periodization, you're a nobody coach. You are not supposed to be respected. Periodization is only a proof of your knowledge. Periodization, you need to make it a point that you're good on how to explain your preseason, in-season, taper, recovery, planned, and not reactive. So if you don't show them periodization program that they will be expecting coming from you, they will always be skeptical. But if you show them that you have your periodization program, they trust you with their athlete's life. See, there's a big difference between a skeptical person and the person who trusted you because they saw that you're knowledgeable enough to implement a good program. Data tracking, attendance, performance, and injuries. So, if you don't have data tracking, you cannot explain why is it's a problem. The kid did not perform well. The attendance shows already the lateness. The attendance shows already what was the problem on the tapering. The tapering should be complete. Now the performance. The performance, you need to make it a point that you are scientific. You have your data with regards to the weight. You have your data with regards to the intensity on aerobic and anaerobic. You have your data with regard to the performance of simulations of what you're doing on a program. Number the last one is the injuries. If you don't have data tracking, you may not have the the whole tracking system of why it happened. Okay? So data tracking avoids and save you from another situation that may cause injury. Next is system integration. It's actually blocking my okay, blocking my the study of performance and competition results. Okay? Now, the study of performance, you know, you have your best time, PBs, okay? You have your performance data, okay? You need to have in between those problem between those uh, months, you can create a system integration, okay? You call that here in the Philippines insertion, okay? Okay? You insert something which will be beneficial for the program of the athlete, okay? If you are, if you see it's needed, if you see if it's necessary, okay? So we go to the next one. Upgrade on environment and culture standards. Okay, efforts. You saw you saw the faces of your athlete. You will see if it the efforts is 100%. Next is respect. Number one, you need to make it a point that he submits to you. If he doesn't submit to you, ooh, that's nothing. Academic, yeah, and also the parents. If you feel that the parents are not respecting you, definitely he will be talking and saying words. Maybe, maybe. That's what I'm worried. Okay, if the parents doesn't respect you, the next thing that will not respect you is the athlete. See, so better. Okay, for me, better give distance to the parents because sometimes better for all the parents to give distance because sometimes you cannot please every parent. Next is academic first. You know, if he is mentally inclined, he is powerful on competition. If you lose any of the three, the efforts, respect, and academics, that's three strikes. Consequence, high standards, and caring. If he has three, the efforts, the respect, and academics, that's high standards. That's caring. Non-negotiable. Okay? It cannot be 99%. Should be 100%, all of it. Next, the upgrade on facilities. Clean. Should be clean. Always clean. Always clean. Organize. Your equipment should be organized. That's discipline. Equipment's ready. Make it the point that before it starts, the equipment is organized and ready. Okay? Excellent level feels professional. You will see all people you that is very organized and clean. You will see the environment is very professional. Okay? You need to implement that, guys. I'm telling you. Then compete up. Schedule tougher teams. Don't go for lousy teams. Don't go for lousy tournaments. You grow by losing better teams. If you're just after for winning, oh man, better for you to lose on greater team rather than winning on a lousy teams. Okay? So, example, you're losing at the Olympic gold medal team. What do you want? Winning on the city champion team or losing at the Olympic gold medal team? There's a big difference between that, guys. Okay? You need to learn that every time you compete with tougher teams or tougher opponents, you learn a lot of lessons. Then, parent alignment. One seminar per season for this standards. This is our standards. This is how we make champions. The parents should have seminars. Okay, so you educate your parents. Okay, to upgrade the level. Okay, we're talking about measure more than medals. Old standards, upgraded standards, win games, win plus improve PBs. Okay, you win games, yeah, win games. But are you improving? Win plus improve PBs. That's improving. Okay. Win plus character growth. Show up, show up plus lead plus academic. You need to make it a point that all of the details like win games, improve, character growth, show up, then lead, then academic strong finish, finish stronger, healthier, and ahead of life. You need to have measurements. Am I losing one of this? Am I improving one of this? Am I improving a little of this? Okay. You need to have your old standards upgraded to another level of standards. You need, you know, I'll give you a good example. I went to Tacloban, okay? Tacloban City. Hey, I'm earning big there. I'm earning big there. But I see the culture is not good because they love parties. Okay? And I saw the education. I tried to choose where my son will be good. Nah. My my and I got an offer here. Full expenses paid for my kid. And I have an offer here lower income. But my kid will be really, really good because there the standards of education is a little bit late, really far for grade two. Okay, really far. You know, grade two, but the standards of his kinder, they were reading 40 books in a week. All right. My son is saying, "Hey, ma, I don't need to review. I know that already." It's not gonna be good. Okay? Not gonna be good. So you know your standards. So I don't have a choice but to leave my work there, okay, and choose a little income, but my kid will definitely have the better life, better education here where is given full scholarship. So you need to make it a point that you choose what will happen next. Okay. Next is a target outcome. Target outcome, athletes on a roll. Athletes getting scholarship. Athletes like full scholarship, athletes becoming leaders in school. You make it a point that they are good on academics. They are good on their improvement in swimming or their improvement on being an athlete. They are good on both academics and their sport. Man, you know, there are successful athletes who made their lives more successful because they are educated. If you end up being a good athlete and you're a lousy, okay, losing on academics, what will happen to you after your sport? After you retire on sports? I pity those kids who had not been given a chance to balance academics and sports. You, as a coach, don't ever disregard that. Okay? Take note. If you love your athlete, you need to take care of your athlete. Now, 90-day rollout plan for your team. Normally, foundations set standards. Write the coaching standards, one page, 5 programs, non negotiable. Normally, if you create a foundation of your team, okay, setting standards, if it's not written, it cannot be done. If it's written, they saw that you prepared a set 5 program non negotiable. Okay? You have a set 5 program good for class D, class C, class B, class A, and you're talking about double A, triple A, also the elites. Next is the systems. Install curriculum and templates. Start tracking data. Run one coach development clinic. Well, you have a 300 days. 300 days is 6 days in a week. Okay? If you have Monday to Sunday program, that will be 350 days in a year. See? So, if you don't have Sundays, you have 65 days off. That's for the age group. If you have Sundays, you only have 15 days off in a year. 15 days off in a year is Christmas, 2 days, then 2 days for the New Year, and 2 days for your birthday, and the rest is 9 days of other excuses. So 350 days in a year. That's the least. Okay, for the elite. For the age group, it's about 300 days normally. So the systems install a curriculum, create a curriculum for 300 days or 350 days, put a template, then start tracking the data. Then run one coach development clinic. So think about it. Okay? You have a system. Then month three, culture. Launch an athlete contract. Parent meeting. Host one, compete up. Set the standards. So, for example, okay, every 2 months you're supposed to cut, or every 3 months you're supposed to cut zero point 0.5 of a second on every 50. Okay? Then every 3 months or every 2 months you're supposed to be cutting 1 second per 100. Every or every month you're supposed to be cutting 2 seconds per 200. It's like that. It's supposed to be an athlete contract. If you don't have an athlete contract, that's only for uh for swimming. Yeah? On other coaches on other sports, it's definitely your style. That's only an example. So the parent meeting is setting the expectations. Okay, you can go lower for the expectations. You can go higher with the expectations. It's really up to you. Be sure that you can catch up with that. Okay, but sometimes it's beneficial to have that. Sometimes it's not beneficial to have that. Okay, you need to look at kids who cannot really take pressure. Sometimes kids doesn't know how to take the pressure. You need to understand that there are kids who doesn't know how to take pressure, and if you say things that pressures them, they end up having anxiety. You need to also have an interview before you accept kids. Do they have any um, thing that they need to they need to say to you or tell you ahead of time? Do they have any declaration? You call it declaration. Sometimes there is ADHD. ADHD, you need to also check why is it that this kid doesn't know how to focus. That's attention deficit. Okay, why is it that this kid uh, is not really paying attention? Maybe that's a ASD. Okay, ASD level 2, level 1. It's like that. ASD level 1, maybe they can still catch up on your what you're saying. Okay, ASD level 2, that's a little bit harder. Okay, so it's I don't want you hurting the the feelings of the parents. The better way to say it is, parents, do you have any declaration or do you have any medical situation that I need to know? I don't want to hurt any kid's feeling. I don't want to humiliate anybody here, but I need declaration for us to understand each other. If you have declaration, that will show that I can understand your athlete. Okay? So, hello guys. Good evening. Are you there? Guys,
I'm here,
can you
Dennis.
okay, Rabindra, Coach Jewel. Okay. Now we're gonna be starting for the next uh we're gonna be starting on the next one. Okay? The next seminar. Okay. So coach, we will be starting on the next seminar
Okay.
ahead of time. This is very, very important. You will see why other countries are dominating. Leo, Sig, Joshua. This is why nga ang Pilipinas. Okay, coach, why is it that this color is not the same?
I don't know what you mean.
Would you like me to be the one to present it here on my
Yeah,
side?
you can present.
Okay,
Do you have the
it's
arrow
better.
keys?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I have here, so I'll put it here or present it here.
Oh, you're not going to present off the.
Hello, guys. Did you see it? Can you see it?
Yeah, looks good.
Okay, it's totally the whole the whole picture.
Yes.
Okay. I can I check first my my let's check
Ju-
first my
Just so everybody knows, the slides from the last presentation, as well as the one that Dennis is going to share now, are also uploaded on the WAFSU page for today's seminar. And this is also being streamed on YouTube, and that streaming box is also on that page. And I just put that into the chat. So if you want to get those slides, you'll be able to download them too. Are you still there, Dennis? He may have closed the wrong box. I think he did. And while I have you, I'll also put up the open water swimming materials have all gone into a course that I put up on the ISCA learning management site. So if you go to https://read swimisca.org. There's an open water course, and a lot of the materials that came from Steve as well as Rick
Hey,
Walker are there. Hi, Dennis.
yeah.
Yeah,
Sorry,
I think you
sorry.
closed the wrong box, huh?
Okay, I'm just closing the. Now, again. Okay. Okay, can you see it?
Yes.
Okay. Okay, good evening, good morning, good afternoon from different parts of the world. Okay, this is the second session, okay, by UCSSC and UCSMC, collaboration with 76 schools and organizations to give you this world coaching education hosted by Coach Mark Rauterkus and Dennis Antonio Cordero, while I am also the speaker. Coaching Productivity by Dennis Antonio Cordero, former Philippine team coach. Coaching Effectiveness. This is used by Australians and USA teams, including Russian teams. Okay, level 1 athletes are just coaching perfectly by level 1 coach. So, if the level 5 coach is coaching level 1 athlete, you end up having parents disgruntled, and parents are actually shocked. So, it matches only the level. For academics, a nursery teacher matches nursery ages. A grade 1 teacher matches, or a primary teacher matches the primary students. So the high school students matches the secondary teachers, or the level 2 grassroots level, okay, perfectly matches the level 2 coach. By the way, for the level 5, it's actually elite level. Okay, sorry. Level 4, level 3, level 4 is still grassroots. But for the level 5, it's basically uh it's a typographical error. It's elite level already. Sometimes other countries call level 4 as a junior national. Okay? So level 3 is age group level. Okay? So so level 2 athletes normally is like having level 1 is like having nursery level of coaching, nursery level of teaching. Okay? Level 2, so regardless of the age, regardless of the age. But normally for the athletes, it's like that, about the level of the performance of the kid. Level 1, okay, level 2 matches perfectly the level of the coaches. Hello guys, are you there? Okay, I just want to hear your voice. Okay, now the level
Yes, Ruth,
2,
we're here.
yeah, okay. The level 2 is normally about, well, grade 2 levels. Okay, Level 2 is regional level athlete. Okay? Level 3 is podium athletes for palarong pambansa. Level 3. Level 4 is national team. Level 5 is Olympic team. Level 5 coach is Olympic producer. Level 4 coach is just preparation for SEA Games producer. Level 3 coach is preparation for national team coaching. Okay? So that's the level of coaching. If the coach wants to upgrade, you should know the practical coaching applications on the upper level by being certified. Without certification, you don't know what how to apply it. That is why normally instead of just doing the certification, it is very important for you to be having internship. Me, I started internship at the age of 19, and I did not choose being an intern on a club. I started internship in the national team, man. Why will you have internship on a club? Okay, it's just basically the same effort. You gave internship for the club or the national team. You offer yourself, hey guys, don't even you don't pay me. I'll just gonna be serving you guys here. Don't pay me. Go to the national team. Go under the national team program. Don't ask for payment, and they will give you an opportunity. Well, if I were you, if you cannot penetrate in the national team, go under the retired national coaches program. That's the other way around. If the athletes want to upgrade this level of coaches, they should the coaches should certify that he is to be upgraded on the higher level of program. So I'll teach you how to do it now. I'll teach you how to do it. The next level. Hey. Normally, level 1 athletes, 3 to 6 months. If you're a good coach, if you're a good coach, 3 to 6 months, he will be level 2. See? If you're a good coach. Some of the coaches doesn't want to, to release their kids. So the tendency, what? That is why you need to accept. Sometimes you wanted them to stay with you for 2 years, 3 years, 4 years, 5 years. Why? Are you level 5? Are you level 4 coach? Are you level 3 coach? Hey, why is it? I know that you wanted to have your own team. But if I were you, you create your own team and make level 1 coach, that's your branch 1. Level 2 coach, that's your branch 2. Level 3 coach, that's your branch 3. Make 5 coaches in your team. Create 5 coaches on your team. So if they wanted to upgrade, they are under your wing. They're under your wing. You can talk to the coaches. Okay, we're just gonna be 50-50. We can be 70-30, 30% for me, 70% for you. It's like that. It can be. But you have a system that implies this system where you're looking at that's their timetable to be upgraded. but they cannot really upgrade the kid if they it's not meant to be upgraded. That's the timetable of each coach on each level. Telling you. After level 5 or level 4, you need to release it. That's the level of effectivity. Next, venue effectiveness. It can be another, for example, you can create 5 coaches. If you don't want to create your 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 5 coaches in your team, you can collaborate with 5 coaches of your friends. Okay, we're not gonna create a uh we're not gonna create one team. We create 5 teams, but that 5 teams 2 times a week, okay, they will be together on one venue. Level 2 will be together on one venue. Level 3 together on one venue. Level 4 will be together on one venue. Level 5 will be together on one venue. So their teams is existing. Their teams is existing. It's just that 2 times in a week they will go to you. Saturday and Sunday they will go to you. Then implement a serious program. See, implement a serious program. If the group implements this program, it's be more effective. Still, the kids will be training under your wing, okay, with, wow, 5 times in a week. Next, step 1, get 5 coaches to form your UDP. That's United Development Program. The 5 coaches, which is near, it's gonna be close to each other. Close to each other, that is, which is about 5 or 10 kilometers away from you, 5 and 10 kilometers away from each other. So parents can easily go there. So level 1, this is many. Normally C and D, many. So it's only 250. Level 2, this is second to many, 350 per kid per session. Okay? Level 3, 450 per kid per session. This is in the middle. Not so many, not so few. Now, level 4, this is few. Maybe this is only 5 to 10. Okay? 5 to 10. So, that will be about 500 to 650 per session. Now, level 5, this may be 1, 2, or 3 only. This may be 1, 2, or 3 only. So, this will be 750 to 1,500. See, you need to compensate the coach. You, if you make this one, you're creating your own organization that is for the development. It is effective, so effective. Okay, that you are in control. It's actually, you need to have a MOA within the 5 of you. Okay, within the 5 of you. Think big. No system, the parents will realize you're weak. So the most important thing here is how you deal with your greatness as a coach. Think big because you are thinking bigger for the athletes. If you think big, the, the, the parents really appreciate how you prepare for their kids. If you think big, the parents are not thinking like that for their kids. They will feel that you are preparing better for their kids. If you think big, the parents and the kid will trust you more. Okay? If you think big, they will not doubt you. Okay? They will not, even though you're scolding their kid, they will not ever doubt you. Okay? The relationship will stay there for a long time. Okay? Next, productivity. I told you, step one, create a group. Step two, the planning. The planning itself, you need to talk to your five coaches, or you need to create your own five coaches. Step three, group MOA. If you are talking to five coaches, you need to have a MOA, or else you're going to be having problems. And step four, implementation. Okay? Implementation of the program. When? Is it consistent for 6 months? We'll have a trial for 6 months. Okay? We'll have a trial for 3 months. If this stays, we extend. If this stays, we extend. Simple as that. Okay? Any questions? Hello, guys. Are you there? Any questions? Yes, yes.
No,
Coach
coach.
Joel? Coach? Coach Joel?
None, coach.
None. Okay. Okay,
All good.
guys. If you're talking about, stop sharing. If you're talking about greatness of coaching, it's your preparation. Like me, I'll give you a good example. I went to Tacloban. I was supposed to be having good Coach Lee. Who is Coach Lee? May I know who is Coach Lee? Hello? Hello, Coach Lee?
Classmate
May
ko,
I know?
coach.
Uh, may I
Classmate
know
ko
who
po
is
si Coach Lee.
Coach Lee? May I know your first name? Okay, Coach Lee, may I know your first name? Okay, for those who are late, just started to attend. Okay, you can. This is you can. This is recorded with the WAFSU.org. Okay, so you can check it at the WAFSU.org. Okay, so the the summary of what I'm saying is about, if you wanted to stay the same on what you're doing, okay, I think it's not gonna be beneficial. Okay, it's not gonna be beneficial because you're talking about the camera on. It's not gonna be beneficial if you're talking about the same system in, for example, in the Philippines. Okay, you you need to think about, why is it that USA is dominating? Why is it that uh, Australia is dominating? Why is it that Russia is dominating? Why is it that Japan is dominating? Okay, the level 5 coaches are not coaching level 1. The level 1 coaches are not coaching level 5 swimmers or level 5 athlete. Okay, the level 5 athletes are supposed to be coached by high level coaches. Okay, so that's the tendency now. If you're not at the same level, you cannot be very productive. So you need to either add on to your knowledge, be certified. When you say be certified, the parents should know, the people should know that you are highly educated on coaching. Okay, then you know how to implement it. You know how to implement the US program or US culture program, the Australian culture program. Well, do it. Okay, I already introduced to you the system where they are effective. Okay, you know, when you go to um when you go to, for example, Australia or Singapore, you go to Chinese club, okay, in Singapore, you will see four 50-meter pools. Okay, when you go to Australia, four, five 50-meter pools. Why? One pool itself is dedicated for level one. One pool is dedicated for level two. One pool is dedicated for level three. See, the the other pool is dedicated for the members, but the pool itself has its own level of dedication. So you need to understand the same with the other athletes. Okay, the same with the other athletes. You need to make it a point. Like for example, in well, you cannot expect that there will be two ovals in one space. There are uh, there are ovals and there are sprint lanes. Now they have a lot. Okay, so that's why on the oval normally the inner circle cannot be given to the slow runners. The inner circle is only good for sprinting, okay, or pace making. Okay, those who are slowly doing it, they're supposed to be at the outer level of the lane. Okay, so the system is introduced to accommodate many athletes. Okay, so that's the oval. Okay, now what happened to football? Okay, they usually introduce small areas for the age group. The same with basketball. In Ateneo, you will see there are 10 basketball courts. In Xavier, there are 10 basketball courts. Okay? Each one has its own half court. Okay? So the level of dedication, okay, is dedicated to each court, level of the courts. The same, I think, I don't know with Thailand. Thailand, Leo, how's Thailand on basketball? Okay,
They're getting better, coach.
yeah, they in Ateneo they have about 10 basketball courts. In Xavier they have 10 basketball courts. Okay, how is it in Thailand?
The sports facilities here are very good, coach. The government are supporting the sports facilities.
Yeah, the so for example, in in the whole program of Ateneo, okay, for example, in football and basketball, there are allotted areas per class. Okay? See, the same with basketball. There are allotted areas per class. Okay? So the system is there are allotments on each level of dedication. Level 1, level 2, level 3, level 4. They gave each group their levels. Okay? So it's more productive. John Mark Lee, you are what sport? John Mark Lee,
No, coach, I'm in swimming sports.
of what team? What team?
Team Flash Aquatic before.
Okay. Okay. Please welcome. Okay. Al Jamin. What sport? Al Jamin. Al Jamin. Okay, everybody. Let's wrap up the session today. Okay. Those who are late, you can watch on the wapsu.org. Okay. I'll can you open your windows? I'll be taking your picture. And please type your name for your certificates to be made. Please type your name on the chat box. So Mark will be sending it to me. Aljamin, what sport? Anong sport, Aljamin? Aljamin, what sport? Okay, please type your name so we can prepare your certificate through Mark Rauterkus, our host from USA. Okay, please type your name. Mark, you're raising your hand.
No,
John
I'm
Mark
just
Lee.
I'm good. Hey, today is I think a World Day of of drowning prevention.
Oh,
It's
yeah. Can everybody put their names on the box? Okay. Okay, so much for today. Thank you very much. We would like to acknowledge the presence of Coach Jewel, the president of UCSSC from Bigan, a triathlon coach, okay, and a runner. Coach, thank you. Thank you, Leo Alianza from Thailand. Thank you,
Thank you
thank
so
you.
much, Coach.
John Mark
Thank you,
Lee,
coach.
your